What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be making Jonathan Kuminga into a superstar. Jonathan Kuminga these last few weeks has been playing absolutely phenomenal. As you guys can see, these are his stats from in real life the last few weeks. He's been playing really good. There's a bunch of 20 plus points per games. And I'll also show you guys his stats per the year December. He was averaging 21 points per game. 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists on amazing efficiency. So he's been starting to play a lot better. He wasn't getting enough playing minutes the last few years, but now it seems like Steve Kerr is finally taking a liking to him. So we're going to be making him even better. We're going to move his position over to shooting guard, and his overall does go up by 1. So now he's at 82 overall. And another thing we're going to be doing is setting his potential all the way up to a 99. That way he progresses the most possible. I'm going to set his peak start age at like 27. That way he progresses all the way up to 27 years old, and then his potential will put up to like a 97, 96 should be perfect. And then I'm pretty sure he'll be progressing a ton these off seasons. Also, this will be a huge help to Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, having Jonathan Kuminga take that next step and turn into a superstar. Another thing I'm going to be doing is upgrading his overall for all these things here, and also giving him a bunch of badges this first season. That way he could be a win now player. Another side goal for this video will be to win Stephen Curry another championship before he retires, and Jonathan Kuminga will help him do that by being the second option on this team. So we're going to raise his overall up now, upgrade his shooting, his defense, and all of that, and then we'll also be giving him a bunch of badges. Let's start off with his layup. Right now it's at 88. We'll make that go up to a 92. Stand dunk will put up to a 75. His dunk will put up to a 90. Close shot to a 92. 92 should be perfect. His mid-range shot will put up to a 90. 92 once again. He already has a pretty good mid-range shot in my opinion. He's a pretty good mid-range shooter. His three-point shot has been inconsistent, so let's raise this up to an 84. That way he shoots a bunch of three-pointers and knocks them down. Same as his free throw shot, it hasn't been the best. We'll raise it up to an 80. And then his post fade will make that go up to like a 75. He's already up to an 86 overall. We started at a 82 overall. Now he's up to an 86. His draw foul will put up all the way to a 99. Jonathan Kuminga already gets a lot of fouls because he drives a lot, goes for layups, and he gets fouled, or when he's dunking. So that'll be really good when he's getting fouls. His shot IQ at 75 is good. His ball handle will make it a 75. Speed with ball, that's pretty low for Jonathan Kuminga because he's really fast once he has the ball in his hands. That should already have been up to like a 88 in my opinion. He blows by every defender. He's one of the quickest wings in the league in my opinion. 88 speed with ball, or make that a 90, screw it. His pass accuracy will make like a 74. He's not really going to be a playmaker, so none of the passing overalls really matter. But his offensive consistency, we're putting that all the way up to a 99. His interior defense will also make better. We'll put that up to like a 78. And then his perimeter defense, we need him to be a good defender, so we're going to put that up all the way to an 85. Steal block, we'll leave how that is. His offensive rebound, we're going to make that go up. He's already a pretty good rebounder in real life. These last few games, he's been averaging around 9 rebounds a game, I believe. So let's make his offensive rebound go up to a 65, and then his defensive rebound go to like a 74. 77 offensive rebound and a 75 defensive rebound, I think should be perfect. His help defense IQ will put up to a 70, or make that at 80, screw it. Same as his defensive consistency, we'll also put that at a 80, that way he's a good consistent defender. 81. His speed, he's already a quick player, so we'll make this a 94. Agility will make a 92. His strength at a 79 should be perfect. His vertical is already high, but we'll raise it even higher. Stamina, we need him playing a bunch, so we'll raise that to a 99. His hustle will also raise to a 99. And everything is complete here. And by the end of this, Jonathan Kuminga is a 90 overall, and he's most definitely going to be helping out Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. as a second option. But we're not done here. We got to give him a few shooting badges and defensive badges as well. For the badges, I'm mainly just going to copy Stephen Curry's badges because I'm not sure which badges we should give to Jonathan Kuminga. Ankle Assassin will give him a silver badge. Bailout, I don't even know what bailout is, to be honest. Break Starter will make bronze. Deadeye, I'm pretty sure is for shooting. It is for shooting, so we're going to make that a gold. Dimer, he doesn't need. Float Game will make that a silver. Glove will make bronze. Handles for days, he's not really a guard, so we don't need that. A High Flying Denier we could put up to a bronze. That way he gets some blocks here and there. And then Interceptor as well, that way he gets steals. Layup Mix Master will put up to a gold. Lightning Launch, I'm not sure what Lightning Launch is, but I know it has something to do with 3-point shooting. So we're going to put that up to a silver. Limitless Range will put up to gold. He's not mini, so he can't be a mini marksman, so we'll leave that how it is. Off-ball Pest, yes. On-ball Menace, yes. And then let's see what else we have here. Physical Finisher and a gold is pretty good. Pick Dodger will put at a bronze. And then the shooting badges should be coming here pretty soon. Post Fade Phenom, yes, we need him to be hitting fadeaways for sure. We'll put that up to a gold. Let's see what else we have here. Post Up Poet, I'm not sure what this means, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll give him silver anyways. Rebound Chaser will give him bronze. That way he gets us a bunch of rebounds. Rise Up, yeah, we need him to dunk on people, so we'll put that at a silver. And here's the shooting badges, which we're gonna give him. What is this? We're gonna give him purple. I don't know why I'm forgetting what this is. Gold, platinum. I believe that's what you call this, platinum. We're gonna give him platinum shooting here, as you guys can see. Now he'll be an amazing 3-point shooter. Strong handle, we don't need any of these things here. Slippery off ball, sure, why not? He's almost up to a 96 overall, tied up with Curry. And after all the upgrades we gave to Jonathan Kuminga, he's a 95 overall. This is going to be a really fun video. And of course, we're going to be raising up Jonathan Kuminga's shot tendency, so he's the second option on our team. We'll make that go up all the way to a 90 or a 95. I think we're going to make it a 95 and have Curry at a 99. Or actually, we'll leave Curry at a 95 and have Kuminga at a 90. In my opinion, this is going to be an insane duo of Steph Curry and Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga is only 22 years old as well. The 6'4", 6'7", shooting guard for our team. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins will raise up a little bit. Draymond Green is fine. Dennis Schroeder will raise up a little bit to a 70. Give him ball touch 80 since he is our guard. Buddy Hield 60 should be perfect, honestly. Rosa will lower his shot touches. And then Trace Jackson Davis, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton Pajemski. Let's see what our rotation is going to be looking like now with Jonathan Kuminga in the starting lineup. So we're going to have Steph Curry, Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney. Then off the bench, we're going to have Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, Trace Jackson Davis, and Gary Payton II. We're going to be running a 9-man rotation. We could put Moody in here instead of Gary Payton II if we want. I may do that in the future, but as of right now, this is going to be our rotation. Let's see how Jonathan Kuminga plays against the Memphis Grizzlies in his first game after getting the upgrades that he just got to be a 95 overall. Pretty sure he's going to dominate. Let's see if we get this win, which we should. It's taking forever to simulate for some reason. I hate that it takes this long. It's really annoying. Game 1 with a new Jonathan Kuminga at a 95 overall was a win. Let's go see how Jonathan Kuminga played. He put up 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting 6 of 11. He only attempted 1 3-point shot. I totally forgot to raise his 3-point shot tendency, so I'm going to be doing that. That way he takes a bunch of more 3-pointers. That's it as of right now. I'm going to be simulating until the end of this season or the trade deadline if there's any trades to be made. I think we will be making one trade by the trade deadline, and that's for a new center to have on our team. But other than that, I think our rotation is pretty good. Instead of waiting until the trade deadline to target a big man, we're going to be doing that right now, and we're going to be targeting Isaiah Hartenstein from the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's an amazing big man. He would fit the Golden State Warriors perfectly. He's a good playmaker. He's averaging a career high 4 assists per game. He's a good defender, amazing rebounder, and he can score when he needs to. To make this trade happen, we're also going to have to take on Jalen Williams and Brandon Carlson. And we're going to be sending away Kevon Looney, Brandon Pajemski, and Gary Payton II. Let's see if they accept this trade. Brandon Pajemski does have 2.5 star value, and I probably won't be playing him anyway, so we're going to be trading him. His overall isn't the highest, so he won't be a part of our rotation. So we're going to go ahead and see what they say here. Let's see if they accept this trade or give us a counter offer. And they do decline, but this is where our picks can come in handy. We have a bunch of second round picks. Let's see if we can get this trade done with just a few seconds. We might be able to. If not, we could always throw in a first round pick. And yeah, we're going to have to throw in at least one first round pick, which I'm totally fine with doing for Isaiah Hartenstein. He's been absolutely phenomenal. We'll give up a 2028 first round pick of our own. Let's see what they say now. And they do decline, and now we'll throw in 2 second round picks, and they should accept, and they do. Now we got ourselves Isaiah Hartenstein to be our new starting center. Isaiah Hartenstein is up to 85 overall. As you guys can see, he's having a phenomenal season. And he would be the best fit for the Golden State Warriors, in my opinion. I've been thinking this as of late because of his playmaking, rebounding, and scoring. He would honestly, in the whole league, I think Isaiah Hartenstein would be the best fitted center for our team. And now this is going to be our new core. We have Steph Curry, Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Off the bench, we're going to have Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, Trayce Jackson-Davis, and then Kyle Anderson. I wanted to keep Kyle Anderson on our team because he's a good bench piece to have on a team. He's a good defender. He can rebound and play make. That's why I didn't throw him in that trade. And we traded away Brandon Pajemski instead. So this is going to be our rotation as of right now. I think we're going to run with this team until the end of the season and see how things play out. Also, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new. You guys could always unsubscribe later if you guys don't like the content in the future. At the end of season number 1, Luka Doncic wins MVP, Messi wins Rookie of the Year, Russell Westbrook wins 6th Player of the Year with the Denver Nuggets, Victor Wembanyama wins Defensive Player, Jonathan Kuminga winning Most Improved. As you guys can see right there, he played absolutely phenomenal, averaging 23.5 points per game, 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1 steal, half a block, shooting 50, 40, 70. This was the best season of his career, and he played absolutely phenomenal. He was the best number 2 option. Maybe he even averaged more points than Curry. I'm not sure. We're going to have to check that out. As you guys can see, he made 173 pointers, so he was hitting 3-pointers at a really high clip. I'm excited to see what he can do here in the playoffs. LaMelo Ball wins Clutch Player of the Year, and Tom Thibodeau wins Coach of the Year, and they also win Executive of the Year. I'm surprised none of these awards went to us, these two. But it is what it is. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections, which we do not. I'm surprised Jonathan Kuminga wasn't an All-Star this season because he was absolutely phenomenal, but I know he will be next season. All defensive team, do we get Draymond Green? And we do not, which is totally fine because we were the first seed. Yes, you guys heard that right. We won 57 games and lost only 25. We went on a huge win streak towards the end of the season and ended up as a first seed, 1 game ahead of the Dallas Mavericks. Now let me show you guys the player stats for our team. Again, Jonathan Kuminga was so impressive, so he wasn't even the second option. He was literally the first option on our team. He scored more points than Curry did, as you guys can see. Averaging 23.5 points per game, 7 boards, 2.5 assists. I'm really happy that Kuminga is playing good for us here. Curry averaged 22 points per game, 15 from Schroeder. Hopefully we're able to re-sign Schroeder this offseason. He is going to be a free agent, so I'm not sure if we're going to have bird rights on him or how that's going to work. But I honestly hope we can get him back, because I had an option to trade him for Kristaps Porzingis, and I did not do that because I had a feeling we could get Dennis Schroeder back. So hopefully that happens. Otherwise, we could have just traded him in the regular season. Wiggins with 14 points per game, 12 from Buddy, Isaiah Hartenstein was an amazing get for our team, averaging 12 points, 11 boards, 3.3 assists. He's a really good playmaker as well. And then the rest of the team down here. But of course, Jonathan Kuminga is the star of this video. This video is all about Kuminga. So let's see how he's going to be playing this playoff run. In round number 1, we got ourselves the San Antonio Spurs, who have Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, and obviously Victor Wembanyama. We're going to be fixing up our player minutes, and then let's see if we can defeat them. I fixed up our player minutes. Let's see if we can defeat the Spurs. Game 1 is a win for us, with Kuminga leading the way with 24 points, playing absolutely phenomenal, 9 rebounds as well. Next season, I want to make Jonathan Kuminga a double-double guy. I want him to be averaging 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, and how many ever assists he wants to have. That's what we're gonna be doing the next season. Let's see how we play here in game number 2, and that's also a win. This time, I Hart with 25 points and 19 rebounds. Let's go. Curry with 22, Jonathan Kuminga with a double-double, 19 points, 13 rebounds. Game number 3 is also a win. We're up 3-0 with Curry leading the way, 34 points, 27 from Kuminga, and 20 from Wiggins. Wiggins is struggling, but hopefully he can turn things up a notch here for the rest of the playoffs. Game 4 is a loss, but can we, gentlemen, sweep them? And we do. Let's go. Curry with 21, Hield with 18. Where is Jonathan Kuminga? 11 points, 11 boards. He didn't shoot as much. He kind of struggled from the three-point line, but he still had a double-double, which is really nice. And this is exactly what I want from him this coming season. He's averaging a double-double, 20-plus points and 10 rebounds a game, as well as 4 assists, so he's playing really good. In round number 2, we got ourselves the Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, and Julius Randle. So they traded away a lot of their players by the looks of it. Their only offensive threat is Naz Reid, Julius Randle, and Anthony Edwards. I think we should be able to beat this team, but you never know. Game 1 is a win. 38 from Curry, 23 from Kuminga, 20 from Schroeder. This is why I want Schroeder back on our team. He's kind of struggling from the field, but he's still shooting 40% from the three-point line. That's a huge reason why we need him back next season. Let's see how things go in Game 2, and that's also a win. Jonathan Kuminga with 35 points, 4 made three-pointers, 11 free throws. Let's go. Game 3 is also a win, which puts us up 3-0. Jonathan Kuminga leading the way once again with 26 points, and oh god, he struggled from the three-point line, attempting 10 three-pointers and making only 1, but he was really good from the field, 50% to be exact. Is this going to be a sweep? And it's going to be a sweep, so we just swept the Minnesota Timberwolves with Kuminga leading the way once again. 31 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 30 from Curry, and 20 from Andrew Wiggins. Jonathan Kuminga so far is averaging almost 25 points per game. And now we're in the conference finals just like that, where we're going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Former Golden State Warrior legend Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, and Luka Doncic. Let's see how things go here. Game 1 is a loss. Jonathan Kuminga had 32 points, but we still fell short. And I think what I'm going to do here is put Jonathan Kuminga on Luka Doncic. I think he could probably slow Luka Doncic down, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Coach game plan has been set. Let's see how things go. Game 2 is a win. Let's go. Isaiah Hartenstein putting up 22 points. I did raise Isaiah Hartenstein's shot tendency. That way he shoots more than he was before, and clearly that helped out. Dennis Schroeder with 22 points. Kuminga with a 20-point, 15-rebound game. 14 from Wiggins and 10 from Curry. Curry struggled like crazy that game. But luckily, because of the rest of our players, we still ended up winning. Game number 3 is also a win. Let's go. Wiggins with 31. Kuminga with 30. That's what I'm talking about. Schroeder with 18, 15 from Curry, and 12 from Isaiah Hartenstein, who fouled out in 18 minutes. How is Trace Jackson playing? He's playing pretty good. He's a really good playmaker in 2K as well as in real life. He's a good playmaker, so that's really nice to see. We have 2 big men that are able to make good plays. They're really good playmakers for big men. Can we go up 3-1? And we do just that. Let's go. Curry with 29, 23 from Kuminga. Playing phenomenal. Schroeder with 15. He's starting to play good. Hart with 14 points, 12 rebounds. And is this going to be a gentleman sweep? It's not going to be a gentleman sweep. Wiggins had 19, 16 from Isaiah Hartenstein. How was our defense? It was pretty good on Luka Doncic and on Klay Thompson. Hopefully this doesn't go to a game 7, and it's going to a game 7, of course. Curry had 26, Kuminga had 21. He's kind of starting to struggle a little bit here, but hopefully he could go off in game 7. Buddy Hield is also struggling this playoff run. We may be trading him this off season because I know he's going to be regressing a ton. Let's jump into game 7. We do have home court advantage, which is a bonus, so let's see if we could take advantage of that. And we are starting to run away with this game, but they're still in it. We're not up by 10 yet. So let's see what happens. We're only up by 3 points, 4:40 remaining, and there we go. Now we're up by 10. And just like that, they're right back in the ball game. We're only up by 3:40 seconds remaining. And I may be jumping in here, 18 seconds remaining. We're up by 1. We need a defensive stop, so I'm going to be helping us do just that. Hopefully we have the ball. And of course, we don't have the ball. I don't know why this always happens, and why the hell is Q Santos in? Oh my god. Why would we sub Q Santos in the game with literally a minute remaining? We need some good defender in here. Let's see who we could put. We're going to put Draymond Green at the power forward position, and then have Trayce Jackson-Davis at the center position. Oh god, I just got a violation, technical foul. I thought we had a timeout, but clearly we didn't. And now Kyrie's going to hit this free throw and tie up the game. That is insane. Hopefully I can get a stop here and then score, because that's what we're going to need to do. So let's see. And Luka Doncic has a ball, but he's going to be scoring on us. But now I'm going to hit a clutch three-pointer with Curry, and watch this. In. Wide open. That's what happens. That is what happens when you leave Stephen Curry wide open. And we win. I'll see y'all in the next game. That was an insane clutch three-pointer. I'm not gonna lie, that had me sweating. I know I was talking all confidently, but deep down inside I was not confident at all. But luckily Luka Doncic didn't close out on Curry, because if he did, that would have been a miss. We're just lucky that Luka doesn't like to play defense, and he was all the way back dawdling off. I'll see y'all in the next game. Wait a second, not the next game. I totally forgot. We're in the NBA Finals now. There you go. The Golden State Warriors win the conference finals with Steph Curry, I believe, winning conference finals MVP. Curry had 26, 18 from Schroeder, 17 from Kuminga. Let's see who's going to be winning the conference finals. How is it Luka Doncic? He's not on our team. I hate when this glitches out and does that. We could have got Vucevic as well. I was thinking about getting Vucevic, but I liked Isaiah Hartenstein's addition a little better. So we're going to be giving this to Kuminga since he averaged more than Curry did. And there you go. Kuminga is a Western Conference Finals MVP. Jason Tatum, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And this is a rematch of the 2000, what year was that? The 2022 NBA Finals, I believe. Yeah, the 2022 NBA Finals rematch. The Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics. But this time around, the Celtics have Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, as well as Peyton Pritchard up to 83 overall. Back then, he wasn't the Peyton Pritchard we all know today. Same as Sam Hauser. Let's see how things go here. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be a really interesting series. Game number 1 is a win for us. Jonathan Kuminga putting up a double-double, 28 points and 10 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Curry also 23. Wiggins with 21. And so the Boston Celtics were the 3 seed. Let's see how things go. Game number 2 is a loss. Curry had 27, Kuminga with 18, but Jason Tatum had 40 points on us. Holy cow. Hopefully we can go up 2-1, which we do. That's what I'm talking about. Kuminga with 35 points, 9 rebounds, 27 from Wiggins. Curry struggled like crazy, only putting up 14 points. Draymond Green 17 and another double-double from Isaiah Hartenstein. Let's go. I believe they have Porzingis. Okay, so they had Porzingis benched for Al Horford earlier, and now they have Drew Holiday benched for Peyton Pritchard. Probably not the smartest decision. And just like that, we're up 3-1. That's why they should have left Drew Holiday in, because I believe he's the only one that could guard Curry on their team. We're about to simulate Game 5 and hopefully win Jonathan Kuminga, Steph Curry, and the Golden State's another championship. Let's see what happens here. We'll jump into Simcast. We are up 3-1 against the Boston Celtics. And so far, we do have the lead. It's a pretty close game, but it seems like we may be running away with it, hopefully. Still really close. We're up by 10, 1 minute remaining. So we're winning ourselves a championship in the first season of this rebuild, with Jonathan Kuminga putting up 40 points, Steph Curry with 27, 21 from Isaiah Hartenstein, as well as 14 rebounds. That makes us the 2025 NBA champions once again. Let's go. Jonathan Kuminga winning Finals MVP, putting up 28.5 points, 8 rebounds, shooting 50, 40, 70. Let me show you guys the player stats here for the playoffs. Our team played absolutely phenomenal. Jonathan Kuminga in particular played really good, as you guys can see. He was the #1 option offensively, putting up 25 points per game, 22.5 from Curry, 15 from Wiggins, 13 from Dennis Schroeder, who was playing good. He shot decent, not as good as the regular season, but he was still playing good for us offensively. 13 from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's most definitely going to be the center for our future. He's a good playmaker, rebounder, and offensive player when he needs to be. Buddy Hield struggled, kind of. We may be trading him this offseason since he will be regressing. So we're going to move his position to small forward and hopefully flip him for another good player. We also may be trading Draymond Green because I know he's going to start regressing as well. But luckily, we were able to win Steph Curry, Draymond, and Jonathan Kuminga a championship together. That puts Curry at 5 rings. Let's see how many that puts Jonathan Kuminga at. So that puts Jonathan Kuminga at 2 championships. The goal of this video will be to win him as many championships as we can, obviously. He played absolutely phenomenal. These are the NBA final stats here. Jonathan Kuminga leading the way with almost 30 points per game. Next season, we're going to make him the #1 option and hopefully have him scoring 30 points per game as well as 10 rebounds. So he played really good in the NBA Finals. Let's see how many 3-pointers he was taking. 7.5 3-pointers attempted. He was shooting 45, almost 45% from the 3-point line, which is really nice to see. Curry with 25 points per game. Isaiah Hartenstein with almost 16 points per game. Wiggins with 15, 11 from Schroeder. And Draymond Green, Trace Jackson, Buddy Hield, and Kyle Anderson. I like Kyle Anderson off our bench. He's a good playmaker and defender. But we're going to be seeing what we'll be doing this off season. We're going to be making some moves to our roster to make the team a little bit more funner than it already is. And hopefully Jonathan Kuminga progresses this off season, even though he's already a 95 overall. So I'll see y'all at either the draft lot at the NBA draft or free agency. Warriors legend Klay Thompson's jersey will be retiring since he decided to retire this offseason. His number 11 will also be retiring, which is pretty cool to see. And let's see if we have any draft picks. I don't think we're going to have any draft picks, I believe, but I'm not sure. Let's check this out. I know we won't have a lottery for sure. Let's see if we get the 30th overall pick. So we do have the 30th overall pick. I'm not quite sure who we will be selecting with that. Maybe a backup center, in my opinion, would be nice, because I know Trace Jackson Davis doesn't really progress in NBA 2K. He stays at like a 79 overall. So if we can get ourselves a new backup center who could possibly progress in the next few seasons, that would be cool. So I'm going to finish filling out staff signing, and then I'll see y'all at the NBA draft. There is an amazing center that I have in mind that we can acquire, and that's this guy right here. His name is Kadeen Maloch. I'm going to call him Kadeen. but he's only 18 years old. He's projected to go pick number 15, so we will have to trade up for him. And he's 7'2", which is really amazing. He's a good post defender. He's a good rebounder and amazing athletic player. So we're going to try trading up our pick to get either the 15th pick or whenever we can acquire him. And then we'll hopefully be getting Kadeen to be our backup center. That would be really cool to get him. So we're probably going to have to trade Trayce Jackson-Davis and then a few picks, but we are going to be targeting him to be our backup center. We'll be seeing how far he falls in the NBA draft. Hopefully he doesn't go in the top 10 because that would really suck. Out of all the mock drafts, there's only one mock draft out of the 3 that projects him to go in the top 10, and that's to the OKC Thunder at pick number 8. All the other mock drafts have him going in like the top 20 basically, but I have a feeling he'll go pretty high. So we're going to try hopefully trading for like the Hawks 10th pick or the Rockets 11th. That is if he falls that low. That would honestly suck if he goes to the OKC Thunder. We're here at the NBA draft. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't want to risk it either. So if he goes past pick number 8, I think we're going to go ahead and try trading for the 9th or 10th overall pick. Because this always happens where the player that I want ends up being taken really high for some reason. Ace Bailey goes number 2. VJ Edgecombe 3. It's Dylan Harper. Sorry, not what's his name? Where is he? Yeah, Dylan Harper still hasn't gone yet. Igor Demon, Colin Murray goes to the Trailblazers. The Wizards take Dylan Harper. So Dylan Harper fell all the way to pick number 6. The Wizards got really lucky. That mock draft had the OKC Thunder selecting Kadeen at pick 8. Fingers crossed, and yes, we're probably going to try trading with the Brooklyn Nets to acquire their pick. Let's see what type of trade we can come up with. So we're going to be trying to acquire the 9th overall pick from the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to be giving up our own 30th overall pick, Trayce Jackson-Davis, and see what they say. Hopefully they accept this trade. Trayce Jackson-Davis was good as a backup center for us, but I think Kadeen will be a lot better. So let's see what they say. And they do decline, but we could throw in our 2nd round picks and then see what they say about that. We have 3 2nd round picks. I'm down to give up all of them. I may even be down to give up another first, to be honest. And that gets it done. So we didn't have to give up another 1st round pick, which was a really good trade for us. We gave up our 30th overall pick, Trayce Jackson-Davis, and 3 2nd rounders, which is phenomenal. And now we can go ahead and get ourselves a backup center in Kadeen Mulach. I honestly don't know how to pronounce his last name. I keep butchering it, but we'll call him Kadeen for this video. So yeah, we could get ourselves Nolan, Traore, Liam, but honestly right now what we need is a backup center for our future. So we're going to go ahead and select Kadeen, and that's it for the 2025 NBA draft. Kadeen is already a 75 overall, which is really nice to see. He could help us win now. He could be that perfect backup center for us. He's 7'2", which means he'll probably be a really good rim protector for our team. I'm excited to see how things play out with him. Jalen Williams, we will pick up the the team option on him in case we need to use him as our backup center. He's a good floor spacing big man. We're going to go ahead and accept his team option. And then let's see if we need to bring back anyone. We're not going to give any of these guys here qualifying offers. We don't really need them. They're 60 overall players. And let's see if we have bird rights on anyone. So we do need to bring back Lindy Waters, which I'm not going to do because we're not going to be playing him anyways. So we don't really need him on our team. But we do need to bring back Dennis Schroeder, which I totally forgot about. And luckily we're able to bring him back. We have the money to bring him back. So we're most definitely going to be doing that. The Suns are offering him a $5 million contract, which obviously he's not going to accept. We can give him around $22 million. He was a good backup point guard for us, so I'm okay with giving him a 2-year contract around $20 million annually. I'm going to see what else we need on this team, and then we'll be going ahead and signing Dennis Schroeder. So the rest of our roster spots are basically filled. We already have everyone on a contract, so we don't need to worry about that. Kyle Anderson may be regressing, but we are going to be making a few trades this off season. We're going to be trading away Buddy Hield because I know he's going to be regressing, but let's go ahead for now and sign Dennis Schroeder on a 2-year, $20-something million contract. 21.5 flat should be perfect. I think he should accept this contract here, and let's see if he does, and he does. So a 2-year, $43 million contract. We get Dennis Schroeder back, which is really nice to see. We most definitely needed him. He played good as our backup center the past year and in the playoffs, so yeah, that's why we're signing him back. Now I may be coming up with a trade. We're going to move Buddy Hield's position to small forward, where his overall jumps up by 2, and then we can probably trade him for a really good player. We may even be trading away Steph Curry. In my opinion, if we keep Curry around for this video is going to be more around him and Kuminga, where I want this video to only be around Jonathan Kuminga. We were able to win Stephen Curry his 5th championship. That was a side goal for this video that we ended up completing. So we won him his championship, and now we could trade him if we want, which I think we will be doing. Jonathan Kuminga's 22 years old, so I want to rebuild a younger team around Kuminga. So we probably will be trading Steph Curry. In all my Golden State rebuilds that I do, I never trade Steph Curry. So in this video, we're going to do so for a change. If we're going to be trading away Steph Curry, we most definitely need an elite point guard in return. We can also get Cooper Flag, which would be really interesting because he's only 19 years old. He matches Jonathan Kuminga's age group, and he would also be progressing a ton. Jonathan Kuminga's our shooting guard. Cooper Flag could be our small forward, but again, we need a point guard. I will come back for Cooper Flag and hopefully acquire him on our team. He could be that second option behind Jonathan Kuminga on our team. So I may come back for that trade, but right now the trade that I like the most is for Tyrese Haliburton. He's only 25 years old. He's a pick and roll threat. He's one of the best playmakers in the league. He could be throwing a bunch of lobs to Jonathan Kuminga, and I think his fit beside Jonathan Kuminga would be absolutely phenomenal. Pascal Siakam is 31 years old, so we're probably going to acquire him and then flip him for a different wing, in my opinion. But this is a trade we're going to be pulling off. We're going to be getting Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam from the Indiana Pacers for Stephen Curry and Moses Moody. Let's go ahead and pull this trade off, and now we acquired ourselves a new starting point guard. As I said, we were going to be coming back and hopefully trying to get Cooper Flag from the Utah Jazz. For this trade to work out, we're going to have to send Pascal Siakam, Draymond Green for Lauri Markkanen and Cooper Flag. I don't think the Utah Jazz will accept this trade straight up for Pascal Siakam and Green. We may have to throw in a few picks or even Buddy Hield, which we can do. In this trade, I think they would for sure agree to, but let's try for just Pascal Siakam and Draymond Green, and they do decline. What if we throw in a first round pick unprotected and they decline? I want to keep the 2026 one, to be honest. And yeah, it doesn't look like this trade's going to happen because they're declining this trade. But we could throw in Buddy Hield, maybe? I'm not sure. Honestly, I want to keep Buddy Hield on this team for now because I want to trade him in another trade package with maybe Andrew Wiggins, possibly. Let's see if they would take Jalen Williams in this trade, and they're still declining. I don't want to give up the 2026 pick, but it looks like we may have to do that, and they're still declining, so we may not be getting Cooper Flag after all. I wasn't really planning on blowing up our team this offseason, but after we traded Steph Curry, we most definitely should be doing that to build a younger team around Jonathan Kuminga, and that's exactly what we're doing. We can get ourselves Zachary Risachet from the Atlanta Hawks. He was a first overall pick in the 2024 draft. I'm pretty sure he progresses a ton in NBA 2K25. So we're going to be sending away Draymond Green and Buddy Hield for Zachary Risachet to be our new starting small forward, and Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris, we will be trading. Obviously, we're not going to keep him around. But Zachary Risachet, we're most definitely keeping around. And he'll be the future starting small forward for our team, paired up with Jonathan Kuminga. But we're not done there. We still have Pascal Siakam to trade, Tobias Harris to trade, who will probably move to small forward so his overall goes up, and then flip him with Pascal Siakam. So we do need a new starting power forward. And I kind of want someone that can replace Draymond Green, a younger player that can replace Draymond Green, who's a decent playmaker, a really good defender, and a decent offensive player. I think Jalen Johnson would be perfect. Scotty Barnes would be the perfect Draymond Green replacement to bring to our team. He's an amazing defender, amazing playmaker, good rebounder, and a good offensive player. He's also a power forward just like Draymond Green. He's 6'7", and he's only 23 years old. We would have to give up Pascal Siakam in this trade, which I'm totally fine with doing. We'll be sending Pascal Siakam back to Toronto. Let's see what they say for this trade straight up, and they do decline. But we may be able to make something happen here. We do have Jalen Williams and his contract. We can't give up Tobias Harris because the salaries wouldn't match, as you guys can see. So we can't pull off that trade. But what if we send them Jalen Williams? Let's see what they say, and they do decline. And we can give them a first round pick, and they accept. Let's go. So now we acquired ourselves a new starting power forward in Scotty Barnes. We still have Andrew Wiggins and Tobias Harris to trade away, so we're going to be pulling this trade off for Cameron Johnson. He could be our sixth man on our team. He's an amazing three-point shooter. And we also get Nick Claxton in case our backup center Kadeen is not playing good. If not, we could trade away Nick Claxton for picks or something like that. So we're going to be trading away Andrew Wiggins and Tobias Harris for Cam Johnson and Nicholas Claxton. This is going to be the last trade for this offseason, and now our team is complete. Here we are at player progression, where Jonathan Kuminga is now up to a 96 overall, and he's only 22 years old. Tyrese Haliburton up to 89, Scotty Barnes up to 88, Isaiah Hartenstein 85. Zachary Ricochet jumped up by 6 in overall, which makes him an 83 overall, which is absolutely perfect. Going to be our new starting small forward for the future, which is nice to see. Cam Johnson stays the same, Claxton. Gary Payton II we brought back in free agency, Warriors legend. There's a few regressions down here, which is perfectly fine. Now I'll see y'all at the start of this coming season with our new rotation. This here is going to be our rotation for this season. We have Tyrese Haliburton, Jonathan Kuminga, Zachary Ricochet, Scotty Barnes, Isaiah Hartenstein. And then off the bench, we're going to have Dennis Schroeder, Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, and the rookie that we just drafted, Kadeen. This 2K simulation wants us to play Nicholas Claxton 21 minutes and not to play Kadeen, but in order for Kadeen to progress this coming off season, we're going to have to give him at least 12 minutes a game. We're going to have to play him in order for him to progress. So he's going to be in our rotation, even if that's only for a few minutes a game. That way he progresses to the most of his abilities. I'm not quite sure if we're championship contenders this season. We most definitely could be. We have a really good starting five, so I guess we're going to have to see if we're championship contenders or not. Jonathan Kuminga is up to a 96 overall, so he's obviously going to be our number one option. We are going to make his shot tendency a 99 this season, so he shoots the most amount of shots that he possibly can. And another thing we're going to be doing is making his rebounding up to a 90 something. As I said last season, I want him to be a double-double guy this season, so we're going to be making sure he averages around 10 rebounds per game. Right now, his defensive rebound is at a 78. We'll make that go up all the way to a 90, and his offensive rebound will put up to a 75. After this, I think he should be averaging double-digit rebounding, so he's probably going to be a 20-plus point per game player and a 10-plus rebound per game player. Let's see how things play out this season. We'll simulate game 1 against the San Antonio Spurs and see how Kuminga plays, and it is a win. We hold them to 84 points. Which hopefully is a good sign. So Jonathan Kuminga put up 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. As I said, this is what we want from Kuminga. We want him to be a 20-plus point per game player and a 10-plus rebound per game player. Zachary Ricochet put up 25 points in his Golden State debut. Scotty Barnes 17, Nick Claxton with 15. Haliburton had 10 assists, but only scored 9 buckets. I believe that's because his shot tendency is turned all the way low. Kadeen had 4, and 2 blocks as well as a steal in his debut. So now I'll be simulating until the end of this season, but if there's trades to be made, of course, I'll stop at the trade deadline. We're here towards the end of the season. We have 1 game remaining. The reason I stopped here is I want to show you guys something. Jonathan Kuminga is in the race to winning MVP. Right behind Luka Doncic, I'm pretty sure he won't be winning MVP this season because of Luka Doncic. But another side goal for this video now will be to win Jonathan Kuminga an MVP. We're going to aim for that next season and hopefully we can achieve that. The last game is against the Indiana Pacers and Steph Curry. And let's see who wins here. And we lose that game. Okay. So Luka Doncic wins MVP, as you guys can see. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey wins 6th Player. Victor Wembanyama wins Defensive Player. Scoot Henderson, Most Improved. Paulo Banchero, Clutch. Steve Kerr winning Coach of the Year. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, we won 73 games and lost only 9. So we had a phenomenal season. I honestly did not think we would be winning this many games. I wasn't even sure if we would be championship contenders, but clearly we are, winning 73 games, and we also win Executive of the Year. And let's see who we get on All-NBA. Whoa, why is Jonathan Kuminga not on All-NBA first team, even though he was in the race to winning MVP? That doesn't really make sense, but we do get him on All-NBA second team, as you guys can see, which is amazing. He was a first-time All-Star this season as well, which is cool. He was averaging a double-double just like we wanted. Let's see if we get any more selections here, and we do not get any more selections. Do we get anyone on All-Defensive? No, we do not, which is totally fine. It is what it is. But we do get Kadeen on All-Rookie second team. He was only playing 12 minutes a game, so I don't expect him to be winning a Rookie of the Year or anything crazy like that. And of course, we were the #1 seed. And in round number 1, we got ourselves the LA Clippers. Do they still have James Harden? Yes, they do. So we got ourselves the LA Clippers, who still have Kawhi Leonard, James Harden. But now they got themselves Trey Murphy and Mo Wagner. And that's basically it. So this team should be an easy team. They were the 10th seed. And let me show you guys the player stats for the regular season. Here are our player stats for the regular season. As I said, Jonathan Kuminga went off. He was almost averaging 28 points, almost 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, half a block, shooting 50, 40, 80. One thing we're going to upgrade of his is his free throw shot, and the reason for that is if his free throw shot is a 90, I'm pretty sure he would have been averaging a lot more points. He drives to the rim a lot, which means he's going to be getting a lot of free throws. Let's see how many 3-pointers he was averaging a game. So he's made around 3 3-pointers a game, which is really nice to see. He was averaging 7 attempts, which is nice. And then right behind him was our boy Tyrese Halliburton, averaging 20 points per game, 10 assists. So luckily we have the 2023-24, 2022-23 Tyrese Halliburton back, as you guys can see, averaging a double-double, shooting good from the 3-point line. Right behind him was Scotty Barnes, putting up 16 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and on good defense. As I said, he's a perfect Draymond Green replacement. If not, he's an upgrade of Draymond Green in my opinion, at least in the 2K simulation. Obviously, Green is a better defender in real life, but Scotty Barnes has the potential to be an amazing two-way player. Zachary Risachet played absolutely phenomenal in his second season, putting up 14.5 points. He shot better from the 3-point line than the previous season, as you guys can see. And then we had our 6-man Dennis Schroeder going off the bench. Playmaking, scoring, almost shooting 40%. We have I Hart almost averaging a double-double. 9.5 from Cameron Johnson, who shot 41% from 3. Nick Claxton and Kadeen, who he only played 12 minutes a game, so I'm not surprised that he didn't average many points. The only reason we played him this season was so he progresses, which I'm pretty sure he'll be progressing this off season. So yeah, now I'm going to fix up our player minutes and then we'll get right into simulation in the playoffs. This is what the player minutes will be looking like. We're going to have the same exact starting 5 and then the same bench, except we're going to put Kyle Anderson in instead of Kadeen. Kyle Anderson has more playoff experience, he's a good playmaker, and he could help us in this playoff run, so we're going to be giving him 10 minutes per game. Let's see how things go here. Game 1 is a win. Jonathan Kuminga putting up a double-double, 31 points, 11 boards, Halliburton with a double-double, and Scotty Barnes with a double-double. Game number 2 is a loss. I'm surprised that the LA Clippers beat us here. Kawhi putting up 30, Kuminga had 26, but we still fell short. Hopefully we win game 3, which we do. And let's see how our team played. Kuminga with 31 points, 19 rebounds. Let's see what Kuminga's career high for rebounds is. It's 20 rebounds. So this season he had a game where he got 20 rebounds. Haldy with another double-double, Scotty with 16. Can we go up 3-1? Which we do. Let's go. Kuminga leading the way once again, 33 points, 16 rebounds, shooting 40% from the three-point line. Gentleman sweep, and yes it is. Let's go. Kuminga with another double-double, 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. Dennis Schroeder with 16. Hart with a double-double. Hallie with a double-double. Halliburton's playmaking, in my opinion, is helping our team a bunch. Especially Kuminga. He's probably throwing a bunch of lobs to Kuminga, and Kuminga's dunking on people out there. In round number 2, we got ourselves Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs, who have the same exact starting 5, but they do have Buddy Hield off their bench, who we traded to them. No, we traded Buddy to the L. I'm not sure who we traded for Buddy. Wait, we traded Buddy for Zachary Risachet, I'm pretty sure, so Buddy Hield got traded again by the looks of things here. Yeah, he did. We should be able to beat this team, in my opinion. Game number 1 is a win. Scotty with 30, Kuminga with 27, 10 rebounds, Hallie with 21 points, 13 assists, sorry. Game 2 is also a win. Let's go. Kuminga with 38 points, 10 rebounds. What's he averaging? And this is what we need from Kuminga this coming season for him to win an MVP. We want him averaging 30 points, 12, 13 rebounds, and around 5 assists per game. So we're going to upgrade a few more things of his this off season. That way, hopefully, he could win an MVP. Game 3 is also a win. Kuminga, another double-double. 37 points, 13 rebounds. Scotty also with a double-double. Schroeder with 17 and 10 from Zachary Risachet. And do we sweep them? No, we do not. Kuminga played good, but we still fell short. But we should be able to gentlemen sweep them, and we do. Hallie with 25, 10 rebounds, 22 from Scotty, 22 from Cam, and 19 from Kuminga. Kind of struggled up. Well, not really struggled. I mean, he shot the ball good. He just didn't shoot the ball as much by the looks of things. Hallie is also playing really good. He's not really shooting good from the three-point line. Hopefully he turns that up a notch. And now we got ourselves the Dallas Mavericks. This is going to be the hardest team to beat, in my opinion, and in 2K's opinion. They are the hardest team to beat. So let's see how things go here. Game 1 is a loss, and I'm not even going to risk it. We're going to be putting Scotty Barnes on Luka. Scotty should be able to lock down Luka, and then we can put Jonathan Kuminga on Kyrie Irving. So I'm going to come up with a coach game plan, and then we'll jump right into game 2. Instead of Kyle Anderson getting those 10 minutes, I decided to switch him out for Kadeen. Kyle Anderson really isn't playing good offensively, and Kadeen could help us get second chance points because he's an amazing rebounder. And he could also play the power forward position, which is nice. So we're going to leave him in here. Plus, he gets some playoff experience, which will help him progress this off season. Let's see how things go in game 2. And that is a win with the new coach game plan we came up with. And clearly, Scotty Barnes locked down Luka Doncic, making him turn over the ball 6 times, shooting 7 of 20. And Jonathan Kuminga locked down Kyrie, holding him to 5 of 17 shooting, only scoring 10 points. That's how we need to play in order for us to beat this team. And game 3 is also a win. How's our defense? Amazing on Luka once again. Scotty Barnes is locking him down. Hallie with 26, 10 assists. Kuminga with 26 points, 8 boards, making 5 of 5 from the three-point line. Scotty with another double-double as well. Can we go up 3-1? And we do just that. Let's go. How was our defense? Amazing. Jonathan Kuminga locked down Kyrie Irving once again, holding him to 4 of 17 shooting. Luka Doncic 9 of 21. Usually, Luka Doncic is a 50% field goal shooter, but not in this series thanks to our defense. Kuminga had 32 points, 6 boards, 5 assists, as well as 2 steals and 4 blocks. Another thing we can upgrade for Kuminga is his defense this offseason. We can make him an all-defensive caliber player, blocking a bunch of shots as well as getting a bunch of steals. So let's see if we can gentlemen sweep the Dallas Mavericks, and we do not. Cam Johnson was our leading scorer, which isn't a good sign. Hopefully we beat them here in 6, and it looks like things are going to a game 7. Our defense is not as good as it once was. We let them score 140 points. Holy cow. And PJ Washington, oh my god, he's shooting 40% from the 3-point line. We need a good defender on him. I totally forgot about Najee Marshall and PJ. I put all our focus on Kyrie and Luka. So I'm going to switch up our game plan for Najee Marshall and PJ, and then we'll jump right into game 7. We're about to start game 7 here, and look who we already have in the NBA Finals. Oh god, it's Steph Curry and the Indiana Pacers. And this team is looking deadly. By the looks of things, they've made a lot of moves, and they're the first seed in the Eastern Conference. So hopefully if we make it to the finals, we can beat them. But first, we have to get past the Dallas Mavericks, which I hope we can do, but let's see. You never know. This team is deadly. And so far, it's a back and forth battle, and oh my god, they're running away with it. And it looks like we're not going to be making it to the NBA Finals, sadly. We were eliminated in Game 7 by the Dallas Mavericks. That sucks. Jonathan Kuminga had 28 points. He was phenomenal. Our whole team was really good, to be honest. I guess it was just we have some young players that still need to progress, like Zachary Risachet. So he's only 21, Kuminga's only 23. We have a really young team with still progression left to go, same as Scotty Barnes. So I guess next season we should be good. Same as Kadeen. Kadeen's a really young player. Next season he should progress by a ton. And then Luka Doncic wins Western Conference Finals MVP. And then we have Stephen Curry winning Eastern Conference Finals MVP, putting up 28 points per game, shooting 50, 40, 80. That's amazing that Curry's in the finals even after we traded him. He is a GOAT in my opinion, the best player of all time. I hope he wins a championship. That would be really cool for him to win his 6th championship. And they do win game 1. We're going to be tracking this series because we did trade away Steph Curry. So let's see if he can win his 6th championship. Moody's also on this team. I totally forgot we sent away Moody as well. So there's Moody playing absolutely phenomenal off the bench for the Pacers. Game 2, the Pacers are up 2-0 with Curry putting up 26 points, Mathurin with 24. I hope Curry wins, and they do lose game 3, sadly. Curry needs to turn it up a notch. I want him to win, even though we're not rebuilding the Indiana Pacers or around Curry. I would still like for him to win a championship, and they do tie up the series 2-2. That sucks. Let's see what happens here. And they do go up 3-2, so Curry puts up 33 points. Please win, Curry. We want you to win another championship. And it's going to a game 7. I kind of helped out the Indiana Pacers' shot tendencies. I flipped around a few of their player shot tendencies, like Aaron Gordon's and Mikal Bridges, to see if we can help the Steph Curry win a championship. So let's jump into Simcast and see if they're going to be winning here. So far, they do have the lead. Let's go. It looks like Curry may be winning his 6th ring, and he is scoring 150 points. Mikal Bridges with 32. The GOAT, Steph Curry with 26. Jerome at 19. I also made Ty Jerome's shot tendency higher. That way he shoots more shots, and clearly that worked out for this team. Let's go. That's amazing. Same as Walker Kessler and Aaron Gordon. Curry should... Okay, what the hell? Luka Doncic wins Finals MVP. We need to switch that to Curry right now. So Curry wins Finals MVP, averaging... How much was that? 25 points per game. Let's double check that. Yeah, 20... Okay, well, whatever. It is what it is. I can't find it anymore. But Curry wins his 6th championship. And that's amazing, because we traded him to the Indiana Pacers. And he went ahead and won. I didn't want to trade him, but this video is about Jonathan Kuminga, so we kind of had to. I'm going to overturn a few of these retirements, and then I'll see y'all at the NBA draft or free agency. We have team options on Zachary Risachet and Isaiah Hartenstein, and of course we're going to be picking both of these team options up. Isaiah Hartenstein has been a phenomenal center for us, and he probably will continue to be our future starting center. Unless there's an insane trade for him, then we may trade him. But we're going to pick up the team option on both of these guys here. And let's see if we have any qualifying offers. We do not. So we may not have to bring back anyone in free agency, which we don't. So we have everyone on contracts by the looks of things. And yup, we basically have all our players on contracts, which is really nice. I don't know if we should be making moves. I think we should make a trade. I'm going to look around the league if there's any nice trades that we can make. If there is, I'll show y'all what trade we'll be pulling off. If not, I guess we'll be running with the same team. We are going to be trading away Dennis Schroeder and this guy here who we selected with our second round pick this NBA draft for Nikola Topic, who was the 12th overall pick in the 2024 draft. He's only 20 years old. I'm pretty sure he's going to be progressing a ton this offseason, which is the main reason we're going to be acquiring him and bringing him on our team to be our new backup point guard. And Dennis Schroeder will go to the OKC Thunder. I'm going to be pulling off this trade here for Donovan Clingan, where we send away Isaiah Hartenstein, Kyle Anderson, and Dorian Finney-Smith, who I signed in free agency. The reason I want Donovan Clingan on our team is, first of all, he's only 22 years old, and he has a bunch of potential. I've seen him up to like a 88 or a 90 overall in 2K before, so this offseason he should be progressing a ton. We also get Anthony Simons, who I honestly don't want on our team, and the reason for that is we already have way too many good players on our team and we won't have room to play him. So what I'm probably going to do is flip Anthony Simons for picks or for a player that we're not really going to be playing on our team. Because Anthony Simons, a 15-20 point per game type of player, and a team could use his services. But we are going to be acquiring Donovan Clingan. And now I'm going to trade away Anthony Simons. There's a lot of insane trade offers for Anthony Simons, but again, as I said, we already have way too many players on our team that I want to play. So we're going to be trading him away for this first round pick and Connie Rooks from the San Antonio Spurs. That's it for this offseason, I think. So I'm going to see if there's any more moves we need to make to our roster or any players to sign in free agency. And I'll see y'all at player progression. Here we are at player progression with a bunch of progression to our team. Jonathan Kuminga is up to a 97 overall. Hallie is up to a 90. Scotty Barnes is also up to a 90. Zachary Risachet is up to an 86. Donovan Clingan is up to 86. Let's go. That's the reason I wanted Clingan on our team. I know he progresses a bunch in 2K, and he's the same overall as Isaiah Hartenstein is right now. Cam Johnson is the same. Nick Claxton 83. Nikola Topic is up to 82. Good thing we traded for him. And our backup center is up to an 81. Let's go. He jumped up by 6 in overall. So good thing we also traded for him. He's going to be a phenomenal backup center to have on our team. And that's basically it for our rotation. So I'll be seeing you guys at the start of this coming season. Here we are at the start of this season with our new rotation. We have Tyrese Haliburton, Jonathan Kuminga, Zachary Risachet, Scotty Barnes, and Donovan Clingan. Off the bench, we're going to have Cam Johnson, Kadeen, Nikola Topic, and Precious Achua, who I signed as a free agent literally right now. Nick Claxton is not in the rotation because we are playing Kadeen, but I can always switch out Precious for Nick Claxton if I want, and I think I may do that in the future because having an 83 overall on your team and not playing him is kind of insane. Let's see how things go in game 1 against the New Orleans Pelicans, and it's a loss. Okay, Zachary Risachet had 32 points, 20 from Scotty, 15 from Cam, only 6 from Kuminga. He fouled out in 17 minutes. This season we're going to try winning Jonathan Kuminga his first MVP, so let's upgrade a few of his overalls here. Let's upgrade his layup to a 96, his stand dunk to a 80, his dunk to a 95, his close shot to a 97, mid-range to a 95. Let's upgrade his three-point shot as well, all the way up to an 88. And then his free throw I want really high because he's going to be driving and getting a bunch of free throws. We'll make that a 94. His post fade 80. His foul is already at a 99, which is perfect. And then his ball handle at an 80, speed with ball 92. I think everything else should be pretty perfect. Oh, I totally forgot. We're going to make him an all defensive caliber player this season. I almost forgot that. I remember saying that this off season, or in the playoffs that was. So let's make his interior defense a 90, the same as his perimeter defense. Now he's going to be an elite defender. And then we'll also upgrade his help defense to a 89, and then his defensive consistency to a 92. Let's go to block and make his block at 85. That way he's rim protecting and blocking a bunch of shots, same as stealing the ball. We'll make that a 78. And then pass perception will make a 82 or 84 actually. And now I think he's going to be amazing. His strength we can make a 85. And now he's going to be an all defensive level player and an all NBA first level player. So let's see how things play out now. I'll see y'all either at the trade deadline. If we're playing good, I'll simulate until the end of this season. I stopped here in January and we're going to be trading away Donovan Klingen. He has been playing horrible offensively. He's 7'2" and he's shooting only 46% from the field. That's really bad for a 7'2" center. So we're going to be trading him away to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Walker Kessler and Grayson Allen. Walker Kessler is one of the best rim protectors in the league. He can score and he's a really good rebounder. And we also get ourselves Grayson Allen. I don't want Grayson Allen, but I guess to make the salaries match, we're going to have to take on his contract from the looks of things. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves a Walker Kessler to be our new starting center. And I don't think there's any more trades we'll be making. Jonathan Kuminga has been having an amazing season so far. Let me just show you guys what he's averaging here quickly. He's averaging 32.5 points per game, 11.5 rebounds on amazing good defense, same as really good efficiency. So he may be winning MVP this season. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not. And now I'll be simulating until the end of this season, and hopefully we can win Kuminga an MVP. We got Grayson Allen in that last trade, but since we don't need him on our team, we're going to be trading him away for Patrick Williams. That way Patrick Williams could be our backup power forward. Right now we have Precious Achiuwa playing our backup power forward position, but he's not a good three-point shooter, so I decided to get ourselves Patrick Williams to play him around 14 minutes a game. He's a good defender, good three-point shooter, and now he's going to be our backup power forward. That's it for trades this season. At the end of this season, our boy Jonathan Kuminga finally wins an MVP, averaging 31.2 points per game, 11.5 rebounds per game, 3 assists, as well as 1.5 steal, 1 block, shooting 50, 40, 90. Let's go. In the award races, it said Luka Doncic was ahead of Jonathan Kuminga, so I didn't think Kuminga would be winning an MVP, but clearly he did, which is really nice to see. First MVP, 30 plus points, 11.5 rebounds, phenomenal season for Jonathan Kuminga. AJ DeBonsa wins Rookie of the Year with the LA Lakers, Demon wins 6th player, Wemby Defensive Player, Carter Bryant Most Improved, Anthony Edwards Clutch Player, Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. As you guys can see, we won 70 games and lost only 12. We had a phenomenal season, and of course, Jonathan Kuminga is on All NBA First Team after winning his first MVP. Let's go. It's really nice to see. He's up to a 99 overall, basically, which is cool. And then let's see if we get any other selections here, which I don't think we will, and we don't get any other players here. What about on All Defensive Team? We do get Jonathan Kuminga on All Defensive Second Team. Let's go. This is exactly what we wanted from Jonathan Kuminga this season. We wanted him to be an all defensive caliber player, and he was just that. We wanted him to win MVP, and he won an MVP, so that's really nice to see. And do we get anyone else here? We do not. And of course, we were the #1 seed. In round 1, we got ourselves the New Orleans Pelicans, DeJounte Murray, VJ Edgecombe, Ingram, Zion, and Misi. Not many moves done to their roster. They are a playing team, so we should be able to beat them. Let me show you guys our player stats for the regular season before we get into the playoffs. So Jonathan Kuminga was averaging 31 points per game, as I showed you guys, on amazing good efficiency, shooting 50, 40, 90. Then we had Scotty Barnes putting up basically 19 points per game, 18 from Tyrese Halliburton, as well as 10 assists, 16 from Zachary Risache, 10.5 from Cam Johnson, 10 from Walker Kessler, 8 from Patrick Williams, 8 from Topic, and then 6 from Kadeen. We stopped playing Kadeen towards the end of the season and switched him out for Nick Claxton. For some reason, his efficiency is pretty bad. He's been shooting 45% from the field. I'm not sure why, and he doesn't rebound as much as Nick Claxton. So I decided to switch them out. And Nick Claxton is a higher overall as well. I'm going to fix up our player minutes and then let's see if we can win Jonathan Kuminga and the Warriors another championship. Here's what our player minutes will be looking like. Let's get right into simulating and see what happens here. Game 1 is a win for us. Kuminga with 43 points, 36 from Hallie, 26 from Scotty Barnes. Game 2 is also a win. Kuminga with another 37, 13 rebound game. Amazing. Game 3 is a loss. Okay. Kuminga had 32 points, 15 boards, but we still fell short. But we are up 3-1 now with Hallie leading the way this time. Kuminga only had 15, but he still played phenomenal all around. Gentleman sweep. Yes, it's going to be a gentleman sweep. Kuminga with 33, Hallie with 33, and Scotty with 20. Let's see how Halliburton's playing. He's playing so good this playoff run, 26 points per game. Kuminga is averaging 32 points per game as well as 12 rebounds. In round number 2, we got ourselves the Denver Nuggets, who still have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, and Michael Porter Jr. Ron Holmes is their new starting power forward. Let's see how things go here. Game 1 is a win for us. Kuminga putting up 39 points, 12 rebounds. How many steals did that say? 4 steals, so he's playing really good defense as well. We're up 2-0. Hallie leading the way this time with 44 points, 33 and 16 from Kuminga. Game 3 is also a win. Let's go. This is really fun and easy. Kuminga kind of struggled offensively, but he was still good all around, having 4 steals and 1 block. And we sweep the Denver Nuggets. Let's go. Kuminga with 43 points, 11 rebounds. Tyrese Halliburton with 25 points and 12 assists. Now we got ourselves the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is going to be a tough challenge. Robert Dillingham is up to 86 overall, averaging 22 points per game. And obviously Anthony Edwards is the biggest threat here. He's averaging 36.5 points per game, so hopefully we're able to defeat them. And they have Donovan Clingan, which I totally forgot about, and now somehow he's playing so good for this team. When he was with us, bro was shooting 45 from the field. As soon as we trade him, he's shooting 55%. What? Come on, dude. Hopefully we can defeat this team. Game 1 is a win. Let's go. Kuminga with 42 points. Kuminga locked down Edwards, which is nice. Game 2 is also a win. Let's go. Kuminga with 37, 11 boards. Randall had 36, 32 from Edwards. Can we go up 3-0? And we can. Let's go. Jonathan Kuminga is playing really good defense on Anthony Edwards. Since they're both shooting guards, he's been guarding Anthony Edwards, and as you guys can see, he's been making Anthony Edwards struggle a lot. Kuminga had 26 points, 17 boards that game. He's averaging 12 rebounds a game, as well as 33 points. We do not sweep the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we don't beat them in 5. It looks like they're coming back here. Hopefully this isn't going to Game 7, and it's not going to Game 7 because we beat them in 6. Hallie had a double-double, 33 points. Kuminga also had a double-double with 30 points and 10 rebounds. Let's go. And now we're either going to be taking on the Detroit Pistons or the Atlanta Hawks. And it's the Detroit Pistons. Kuminga winning Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 30 points per game, 11 boards, 4 assists, 1.5 block, 1.5 steal, 50, 40, 90. Cade Cunningham on the other side wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Let's see what this team is looking like. So they do have Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Lazar Thompson, Ron Holland, and Clint Capella. They also got Jaden McDaniels, Demon, Marcus Asser they have, and they got Lonzo Ball. So this team is honestly pretty stacked. And it was I seen the other day Jaden Ivey breaking something in his leg, which was absolutely insane. I feel really bad for him. So hopefully he gets well soon. That was an insane injury. I felt bad seeing him get taken out on that stretcher. So get well soon, Jaden Ivey. That was real sad. Let's see what happens here against the Detroit Pistons. Also another thing, Cade Cunningham has been so good for this team. Bro's literally in real life averaging almost a triple-double. So this team has a bright future with Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham for their future. That's a really good backcourt in my opinion. let's see what happens here. Game 1 is a win for us. Kuminga putting up 26 points, 10 rebounds. Game 2 is also a win. Kuminga with 31 points, 11 boards. And we're up 3-0 against the Detroit Pistons. This time Kuminga with 31 points, 15 rebounds. Hallie with another double-double. How many three-pointers did Kuminga make? 3. Okay. 3 steals as well. He's been getting a lot of steals here. And is this going to be a sweep? And it's going to be a sweep. And there you have it. The Golden State Warriors have won another championship, with Jonathan Kuminga winning Finals MVP. Even though bro was struggling, look at his efficiency. He struggled big time from the three-point line and the field, but he was still averaging 30 points per game as well as 12 rebounds on amazing defense. So he deserves that Finals MVP. Let me show you guys the player stats for these playoffs. Kuminga with 31 points per game, 22 from Hallie, as well as 11 assists, 17 from Scotty Barnes, 15.5 from Risa Shea, 12 from Cam Johnson, 11 from Walker Kessler. Here's the stats for the finals. 1 second. Yeah, here's the stats for the finals. 30 points per game from Kuminga, 21 from Scotty, 19 from Risa Shea, 15 from Hallie, and then the rest of the team. And that's it for this video. We were able to win Jonathan Kuminga 2 more championships, as well as win him an MVP before the video ends. As you guys can see, these 3 seasons we rebuilt around him was absolutely phenomenal. He played so well. This was a really fun video to do. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new. And also comment down below what type of rebuild you guys would like me to do next. And also, you guys could click here on the screen to watch my latest video. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.